we'll start there. All right, there we go. First things first, could I just get a quick name and title?
Yeah, I am Sarah Thompson, and I am the IMC specialist here at Riverside and technology leader.
And is that Sarah, S-A-R-A-H?
Yep.
Okay, with an H.
T-H-O-M-P-S-O-N.
All right,
Yep.
awesome. So what does it take to become an Apple Distinguished School? I guess, it sounds like a fancy title.
It is a very fancy title for something that we're just doing every day, day in and day out. It's just something that our teachers and our students are working really hard. Working on, they know that, in order to get these kids where they need to be, the teachers are implementing things that need to happen. And so it was something that kind of was organically happening, and then we had heard about this award and this honor, and so we kind of sought it out. But we didn't really have to do anything extra because we were already doing it. So it's just making sure you're getting kids engaged and using technology for more of the hands-on learning and engagement than just the sit and get. So kind of the creation over consumption.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and watching the video in there, it really seemed like you're giving these kids the technology and then saying, here, go out there and sling it, so to speak. Just go out there and find ways to use it. And I guess I don't want to say create your own curriculum, but in a way that seems like that's what you're doing.
Yeah, so we kind of take what they have learned. A lot of those projects were like the end of a unit where it's like, okay, now show us what you've learned in your reading class or your writing class. It was a lot of like some of those writing pieces were their final publishing pieces, and so we're still using curriculums, but it's kind of the end product, and it's finding better ways for kids to show their learning so that they have multiple kind of multimodal ways to show, because not all kids can write pencil and paper and get their ideas out. And it's also not as fun, right? As much as it is, being able to write it and then type it and then also creating these really cool animations and videos, and it adds to it, and it definitely is. Those are the things that we remember as kids, right?
And I tell people all the time that the skills that I learned as a radio, TV, doing video editing and things like that, those aren't niche anymore. These anywhere you go, you're going to be expected to kind of at least know how to cut a video up, and so this is something that they're learning at a very young age. That's a skill that's kind of become, it's gone from something that's, again, like I said, really niche to something that's expected almost.
Yeah, and I think the ultimate goal here at Riverside is really teaching them those troubleshooting skills, because we're preparing them for things that don't exist yet. Just thinking about the last 10 years and how much technology has changed. By the time our fifth graders graduate, they're going to be using something that isn't even out there yet. And so it's more of creating those problem solving and critical thinking and those, okay, I don't know how to quite do this, but that desire to want to, and that learning. So oftentimes we will say, here's the program, and we can't know it either as teachers. It's not possible for us to be pros at all of this stuff. And so a lot of it is, give it a try and see what happens. Let's work together and let's try to figure it out. And typically we as teachers learn with them.
Sure.
And learn things from them, where they'll come and be like, oh, did you know this did this? And I'm like, I had no idea. Thanks for showing me that. So I think being comfortable in that as well.
Yeah, and so the Apple Distinguished School Award, you've got it through 2027. What is that going to mean for the school? Are you getting some money, some grants from it?
Yeah, good question. So it comes with just a little bit of a pride thing, right? Being able to say that. And then we also get, Kelly Reagan was out there, we get some contact with her in terms of a resource for us in terms of professional development. And then I know that we also have a conference that we can attend in November to give us some more resources, as well as people will come and visit our school to kind of see what we're doing. So those are kind of the things I know about, but not 100% sure what it all is, except for kind of just a little badge of pride to wear on our shirts.
Yeah, and then as far as sharing some of these ideas and these techniques with their other elementary schools in the Everest district, I mean, how is that going to look for the next couple of years?
Yeah, so two of the people that were here today are our tech integration specialists, and Felicity Treptow is our elementary one, and so she has been a big part of becoming an Apple Distinguished School. In fact, a lot of the videos and things up there were projects that she helped us with. And so her, as well as Brady Messenberg, who's our director of technology, has been taking this kind of stuff that we've been doing and kind of modeling it in those other buildings excuse me, modeling that in the other
Sure.
buildings.
Sure,
So-
absolutely. Because I mean, it seems to me if you're already in this, it would be pretty easy to kind of spread this to the other districts or schools in the district.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, we did something pretty cool last year where we worked with the technology crew, where they came in and worked with our students, and then our teachers got an hour of training with either, I think we had one of the Apple people come in last year and helped us, or it was Flessie, our tech integrator, or Tammy, where they would come in and help train them as well. So they're kind of taking that model of how we did that last year and taking that to the other buildings to kind of help them, because that was a huge piece into why we're getting these lessons into our classrooms. So
Anything else you'd like us to know then about this honor today before we let you go?
I don't think so. I
All
think
right.
that was it. Thank you.
Perfect.